Well, hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing 2 firewood deliveries. The first one, we're going to be taking totes out to the customer, and this is a repeat customer every year. They buy a couple totes and I bring them totes and I pick up my totes from last year. They like their wood stacked, and this all started because last year they wanted a cord of wood stacked and they didn't have any racks, so I didn't want to just stack it on the ground, so I brought up this tote idea and they love it. They're easy to cover. I also do some other deliveries like this where I will bring the wood and put it in their backyard, and there's one customer in particular. He usually buys 1 to 2 cords a year and he wants it stacked in his backyard. So instead of wheelbarrowing a cord into his backyard, I will bring totes. I will drive right through his gate in the backyard. I did this with the tractor. It's going to be even easier with the mini skid. I will stack it in his racks and off I go. So this is how I like to do it. I load it up on the trailer, I take it out, I unload it. It doesn't fit all of my customers' needs, only a few, but it definitely diversifies myself compared to some other sellers, and this is honestly just as easy as loading it into the trailer and taking it and then stacking it out of the trailer. So you've never seen this trailer before. I traded my bumper pull trailer in for this one, and this is a 20+5 gooseneck. Part of the reason I wanted to get this trailer opposed to my bumper pull is when I do wood deliveries like this, there's so much weight on the tongue, and with my bumper pull trailer, it just made the trailer with wood on it super bouncy. And this gooseneck, it rides so smooth even with a lot of tongue weight. This trailer does have a hydraulic tail, which is super nice because those ramps are very heavy, and it is an extra thing to fail, but it is really cool. So the approach angle on this with that giant tail is really good too for tracks. My bumper pull trailer, it was pretty steep, so this goes up pretty nice. Got a little tail heavy there, so I'm gonna get it all strapped down now and we're gonna get on our way. Alright, so I'm back and it is another day and we're going to deliver wood. My more common way with the dump trailer, just a nice dump and go. I just love when you just load the dump trailer, you back up into their driveway, you push the button, it goes up, you get the money, you leave 3 minutes in and out, you get paid, and it's a good time. So I've got a order today for 2 face cords, 2 ricks, and I'm going to use some loose totes that I've got from last year. And because that I know they're just a little shy of 1/3 of a cord, I'm going to take some of this walnut that I've got there, load it into the firewood bucket, dump it in the trailer, and then dump the 2 face cords in. So let's load up right. So like I said before, I'm just going to load that into this bucket. This is a 72-inch bucket, and if I really heap it up, it will hold about 1/2 to 3/4 of a face cord. So I'm just going to throw a bunch in here, and I know I don't need a ton, but I want to make sure I've got plenty of wood delivered. So I'm going to toss some of that in there right now. Alright, got that loaded up, and I don't know about you guys, but I hate loading wood off the ground. Like if it's in a pile, I hate it. But I love, well, I don't love, but I don't mind hand loading stacks. You can just grab a big armful and chuck it, and that went really quick. So there's probably just shy of under 1/2 a face cord on there, so that'll definitely finish off my totes that are a little short. So I'm going to dump that in the trailer right now, throw the forks on this baby, and load some totes up. So let's go. Alright, so I know I've said it before, but when it comes to just moving things around with a bucket or forks, like I do with firewood, I absolutely love this mini skid steer. It is just so easy to hop on and off of. You can see everything. Here I'm just getting off, closing those fork pins, and the only thing that would make this thing better is if it had like the hydraulic quick attach like the skid steers, but obviously like it doesn't, and my tractor didn't have it, but it's just so nice to move stuff around and hop on and off. I mean, if I was moving pallets all day long, I probably would want a real skid steer, but just loading stuff here and there, I just don't think these little things can be beat. So I load my totes kind of like everybody outside does, I think. I set the tote right on the edge. I leave about 6 inches off of the edge of the trailer. I back out, pull the forks out, and then as you can see, I'm going to grab the bottom of it, tip it up, it'll completely flip, and then I will grab the other side of the bottom with the tips of the forks, flip it up, and usually the forks go inside the basket. I can pull it out, all the wood comes out, easy peasy. So these totes that I'm moving are stacked loose, and the one thing I hate about loose stacks is as you're moving them around, the wood does fall off, and on the mini skid it's not that big of a deal to hop off and load them back up, but I know whenever I had my tractor, I was always very frustrated when I had to stop all the time and pick up wood, and I'm very frustrated with the mini skid when I have to pick up wood all the time, but at least it's not such a process to get in and out of. As you can see there, I fixed some wood and then more fell, and it was like a never-ending cycle almost. So since I already have some wood in the trailer, I will take the tote and I will push some of that wood forward, give myself some space to dump. Usually with the totes I can dump 3 of them in there before I run out of space, and I gotta kinda start dumping on top of the wood. At that point, sometimes I'll just start hand loading it, because the way I do it now, when you give yourself plenty of space, it doesn't really tear up the totes, but it does start tearing up the totes when you have a bunch of wood in there already and you're trying to fight the tote to flip it and get it out because it's on top of wood. So obviously this is a little bit more challenging than the last clip, but did get the forks inside and lift it and flip it on off there. I think it probably is a little bit easier too if the tote's cut, but these aren't cut yet. So it's all loaded up, and that definitely looks like 2 space cords or 2 ricks to me. This is a 7x14 trailer, and it's got 2 feet metal sides and then 2x12s on the head board. So it'll haul, I had 2 cords on here, 6 ricks, but it is heaped, like I'm talking a mountain. I don't really want to haul that regularly, but it definitely will haul 5 safely with these headboards on it. So that's kind of my max there is 5, but that works good. And then if you're wondering, as you saw, the Bobcat dumped over the sides fine. This trailer does sit a lot higher than other dump trailers. I didn't really pay attention to that when I bought it. I would have rather had one that sat lower, but I think this is like 30 inches, and the low pro standard heavy duty ones that like Aaron has, the PJ, and I think Todd's Lamar, those sit I think at 26 or 24 inches. So those are even lower. And then there's the Liberty ones that sit really low. I've seen those on the rental lot, and those sit really low. So if you're thinking about a mini skid and wondered if it would load stuff, I would say this is the highest dump trailer that you can really buy, and I would not recommend buying one this high, but it'll load this one, so that's good. So we're on to delivery, and maybe I'll videotape some there, but if not, then thanks for watching. This is how I deliver wood, and you let me know how you deliver wood or your preferred ways. So that's that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.